Attention passionate Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what we're about to discuss isn't just a rumor. It's shaping up to be one of the most intriguing and impactful developments of this NFL season. We've got whispers from the league that Seattle might be on the verge of a blockbuster trade, and it involves none other than the Baltimore Ravens and a key defensive player that could transform the Seahawks' front seven in a way we haven't seen in recent years. So what's the scoop? Well, the Ravens, despite their solid 5-2 record, are in a tricky cap situation. After giving Lamar Jackson that hefty $260 million extension, they're now feeling the squeeze. The cap crunch is real, and it's forcing them to make some tough decisions. And one of those decisions might be trading away Justin Madubuike, a player who has been a revelation on Baltimore's defensive line. The rumors suggest that the Ravens are preparing a deal to send Madubuike, potentially for the third-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2025, to the Seahawks. Think about that for a second. The Seahawks, who have been trying to bolster their defensive line, especially after losing Mills to the season-ending ACL injury, are now in a position to add a true game-changer. Madubuike, a dominant interior defensive lineman, would be a perfect fit for Seattle's defense, which has been striving for more consistency and explosiveness along the line of scrimmage. This isn't just about adding depth. This is about transforming the entire front to be one of the most feared in the league. Let's dig into who Madubuike is and what he brings to the table. At 28 years old, he's in the prime of his career, standing at 6'3" and weighing around 305 pounds. His PFF grade for this season is an impressive 94, which speaks volumes about his consistency and impact. In the 2025 campaign up to late October, he's recorded 6.5 sacks, 22 pressures, and 45 tackles, with a run defense grade of 88. That's elite-level production. And if you look deeper into his stats, you see a player who's not just a pass rusher, but also a stout run stopper. His EPA per pressure is plus 0.46, and he faces double teams at a rate of 65%. He's also accumulated 8 tackles for loss, showing his ability to disrupt plays behind the line of scrimmage. Now, let's talk about his career a bit. Madubuike has amassed a total of 38 sacks, 98 QB hits, and 24 tackles for loss over his career. A resume that showcases his knack for getting after the quarterback and making plays when it matters most. He's a force on the interior, generating pressure that significantly alters opposing offenses. Even with a slight injury concern, he was questionable due to an ankle injury in Week 7, playing 68% of snaps. His peak performance came earlier in the season, especially in Week 5 against the Bengals, where he recorded 2 sacks. What makes Madubuike so valuable for Seattle? Well, first, he's an elite interior pass rusher. His ability to generate pressure from the middle creates opportunities for edge rushers like Mafe, who could see a boost in efficiency with a disruptive force anchoring the line. According to some advanced metrics, Madubuike's presence could increase Seattle's interior pressures by around 17%, which is huge. By adding a player who can consistently win against double teams and collapse the pocket, the Seahawks could see a dramatic improvement in their pass rush, which has been a focus all season long. And it's not just about the pass rush. Madubuike's presence significantly improves the run defense, which currently allows about 4.3 yards per carry, ranking 16th in the league. The Seahawks have been decent against the run but have room to improve, especially against powerful rushing attacks. With Madubuike in the middle, that number could drop closer to 3.7 yards per carry, moving into the top 10 league-wide. That kind of improvement would help Seattle control the clock better, keep their offense on the field longer, and give their defense a fighting chance against potent opponents. Now, let's not forget the broader context. The Ravens, despite their strong record, are feeling the pressure of cap constraints. Lamar Jackson's extension has been a major investment, and it's come with a hefty price tag. His QBR of 93. One shows he's playing at an MVP level, but the secondary has struggled, allowing roughly 240 passing yards per game. They're also looking to draft an edge rusher to bolster their pass rush. trading Majibuik, who commands a $70 million contract, $15 million of which is in 2026, would free up about $13 million in cap space, enabling them to make other moves, like acquiring Roquan Smith or drafting for the future. For Seattle, this trade could be a game changer. It's not just about adding a talented player, it's about shaping a championship-caliber defense. Imagine Majibuik anchoring that defensive line, providing a top-tier run stuffer and interior pass rusher. His ability to generate around 10 additional pressures per game would elevate the Seahawks' pass rush, which has been somewhat inconsistent this season. Plus, his presence would open up blitz opportunities and help contain opposing running games better, especially against divisional rivals like the 49ers and Rams. Let's talk about how this impacts the Seahawks' overall defense. With Majibuik, the Seahawks could see their run defense improve from 4.3 yards per carry to something closer to 3.7, top 10 material. That's a significant difference. Moreover, his ability to pressure the quarterback, adding around 8 more team sacks, would boost the team's overall sack total and EPA per play, which measures how much a defense improves or worsens the team's chances of winning each play. Right now, the Seahawks are hovering around an EPA of +0. 39 for their defense, but with Majibuik, that number could jump even higher, making their defense one of the most feared in the league. Thinking about the playoff picture, Majibuik's impact could be the X factor that pushes the Seahawks over the edge, especially in high-stakes moments. If he continues his current trajectory, like his top 5 pressures per game and a win rate of 86% against the run, he could be the difference-maker in close games, helping Seattle secure key wins and climb the NFC standings. The odds of winning the Super Bowl would also improve significantly, with projections showing an increase of about 8 wins if they acquire him. That would make the Seahawks genuine contenders, especially when facing teams like the Eagles in the playoffs, where a dominant interior rush can be the deciding factor. Now, of course, there are skeptics. The Ravens are known for their cautious approach when it comes to cap management and roster moves, and some worry about the injury risks associated with Majibuik, given his ankle issues earlier in the season. But if Seattle can capitalize on this opportunity, it's a move that could define their season. It's reminiscent of some of the great trades in Seahawks history, where a bold move in the middle of the season sets the stage for a deep playoff run. Think back to the times when the Seahawks acquired crucial pieces that helped them reach the Super Bowl. This could be one of those moments. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade isn't just about immediate impact. It's about building the foundation for sustained success. Majibuik adds a layer of versatility and explosiveness that complements Seattle's existing defensive pieces. His ability to stuff the run and generate pressure aligns perfectly with Coach Pete Carroll's defensive philosophy: aggressive, fast, and relentless. Plus, with the Seahawks cap situation hovering around $21 million, they have some flexibility to make this move happen before the trade deadline, which is fast approaching. In conclusion, if this trade materializes, it would be a statement of intent from the Seahawks. They're not just aiming to be competitive, they're aiming to dominate the NFC West and make a real push for the Super Bowl. Majibuik's addition would give Seattle a defensive anchor, a game winner in the trenches, and a spark that could elevate the entire team. It's an exciting time to be a Seahawks fan because the potential is enormous. The team is already talented, but with this kind of upgrade along the defensive line, the sky's the limit. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Seahawks fans? Is this the move that takes your team to the next level? Do you believe that adding Majibuik would be enough to turn the tide in the NFC? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Your insights matter so much to us and to the Seahawks organization. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest news on your Seattle Seahawks, so stay tuned and keep that passion alive. This is a team with a rich history of making bold moves, and right now, it feels like we're on the brink of something special. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Hawks.